roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. I got dreams, wanna go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflow that. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive, that's the only way to live it right. And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah. And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate our glory days, Although it's over now, don't let it get you down. We'll be back around. For now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and brand new motto. Last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. The roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. We'll be back one day. here to last, not a glass half full overflowed. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive, that's the only way to live it right. And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah. And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate our glory days, We'll be back one day. Although it's over now, don't let it get you down. We'll be back around. For now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and brand new motto. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day.
Hello, so I welcome all the viewers to 41 Chessbrainz Club Arena. I'm Coach Abhishek, and we have a guest tuning in today, which is none other than Coach Dhruv. Hello, Dhruv.
Okay,
Welcome to the
hi.
show. Yes.
So,
So, are
how's
you excited for the
how's it
battle?
going? Yeah, for sure. Like whenever I'm streaming with you, I'm always excited. So,
Amazing, amazing. Good to know that. And today we have 31 participants who are already there, to take on each other. And apart from that, I think the number is likely going to double up in first 10 minutes. But yes, the battle is going to be really exciting. Are you
yeah,
rooting
I
for
mean,
any player?
uh, I mean, like recently I have not watched. So I think the lastly when I have joined, so it was what's the name of that kid? He's there for sure. I mean, I can tell you in first 10 minutes. Like no, not first 10 minutes. That usually that player comes after 30 minutes with the berserk.
Okay. Yes, yes, correct. Correct.
I mean, for sure. Like I will back the player like with the berserk because you know what happens when you are doing a
Yes,
berserk, you have that level of confidence and the mindset that you're gonna do it. So
correct.
that helps. But like the kids which are new, so I will just recommend go with the your flow because see, berserk has their pros and their cons also.
Yes.
If you are in a winning situation at that time, like if you are losing on a time because of berserk, so it hurts. But if you are in a losing situation but you save it on time, so
Uh,
it's like useful
correct.
for you.
But I don't know if today Berserk is there or not. I can see the rated and arena, but is Berserk there or not? Only the time will tell. And we have already got our first request from Sayan. Let's go for them.
Oh,
Okay, so Sayan, has he got paired? Yeah. Sayan is taking on Rishil right now. Rishil is playing with the black pieces. Sayan is playing as white. If you look at their rating, they are in the bracket of 1000 right now.
I mean, that's pretty good enough. Like to find out the tactical wins here, you will gonna see pretty much good here.
True, true. I completely agree with you.
And ruler.
Italian,
Okay,
Italian or Rui Lopez? I didn't pay attention to. Okay, Bishop
I
C.
like it's D3 is not played.
Okay, okay. Let me see it from the beginning. So we are currently into Italian basically. Bishop C4 is Italian. Bishop B5 is Rui Lopez. Doesn't matter. They're quite identical except the fact the bishop.
Yeah, the D3
And
is there, so I think.
yeah,
I mean, D3 is like very center of the game. Like until you don't play a D3, it doesn't feel like Italian.
true, true. D3 has to come up when the knight attacks the pawn, and this is a slow Italian. On the other hand, now the black has the capability to double down the pawns here, and also the fact that the knight can even jump if, let's say, bishop h5. There's an
Mm,
idea of
I
knight d4, putting pressure on the pin piece, and it can really, get tricky for both the players.
Black should have taken up. I think so. Like
Yes, they should
Black
have
should
taken up.
have taken up.
They should take up. Yeah, the pawn structure will at least
And
collapse, but
yeah,
maybe
and
they.
then after
Yeah.
yeah, and then after you can just push your pawns and attack easily on the king. But yeah, also the white got the advantage after that pawn like falls. They can bring the king on h1, then get with the rook on g, so they can also attack on 7.
Yeah, but if you see the bishop is pointing on f2, so after rook g1, this pawn can fall, gaining a tempo on the rook.
Yeah,
And playable position, quite playable actually. But I think maybe the black wanted to not, make a double pawns in the white kingdom and rather, keep the queens on the board and, try to play their game, which is also a good selection, I'm rather going to say at
yeah,
their current level.
that's completely fine. Like at the rating of 1000, like we all want to go like little safer side, because those risking that G pawn and all, which comes like when you're playing around the 1500 or 1600, because at that time you know that difference.
Correct. I completely agree with you. So at a certain experience, when you are confident enough, you start doing it. Maybe given their current rating, as you highlighted, right? I think going with the basics right and doing the
Yeah.
stuff is also good selection. Even
Oh,
though
wow, that's a very good. That's a very good move. Like I will say with the black. There
even
another
though
rook
it
is
won't be
coming
a
in the
pity,
game.
yeah. But yeah, black is going to beautifully use this f file at least along the. Wait, did they left the
Yeah,
knight hanging or no? It's a check.
no, it's a
Okay.
check. But
Oh,
wait. They can bring up the knight back. Yeah, it's fine.
yes, I mean they can land the knight on e6 and try something, but I don't know how really and effective that is. Even though knight will spend some time in the opponent's kingdom, but it can be on the verge of getting trapped, and also knight is coming with a check right now. If you see,
I mean, that check is possible. Like, and then after falling down the c7 pawn,
c7 can be an idea. If the king by mistake steps on e8, it will
that
get
can be
used.
found.
Oh, discovery!
Okay. Oh, that's
But
that's a
but
big
given the
mistake.
fact they could have got the queen now, wait,
Yeah, like they
I
should.
think black had a way to put the queen instead of moving the king, and maybe they
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
saved the
Black
position
should.
for a bit longer. Ah,
Black should have done. Oh, it's
hmm.
quite tough
I
for
think
now the black.
maybe the thing I would
But
like to point here is, black should take a bit of time. Whenever there are critical positions, whenever you think, okay, my opponent is getting a good attack on me, spending a couple of more minutes and coming up with a better response is always a good decision, right? Maybe kids can
yeah,
try this.
I mean in a rapid at least.
Yes, in rapid, they do not even have any sort of time pressure, and they can
Yeah,
achieve it. Certainly.
I think in rapid we will not gonna see a berserk much.
Correct. No, I mean there are kids who do it. I mean, yes, if someone likes to play fast and if they're confident enough, they opt in for that. It's
Yeah,
a personal choice again, but yeah.
but the amount of berserk we see in a blitz, not we will gonna see in blitz. Sorry,
Correct.
rapid.
Already the time is limited, so maybe the kids favor the berserk more in the plates. I completely agree with you. Another piece has been blundered by black. Black
Oh,
is again, I mean, around in the 1100 range.
he's.
I think they shouldn't be blundering this much. They can take a bit of time, is what I think. Oh
I think
wow,
like
what a absolute monster! See,
yeah, it's a
I
fork.
mean, yeah, it is defendable, but a little bit of carelessness and maybe the white can just win
I mean,
something.
white can now just bring the rook on even, and it's totally dominating for it
Yes,
because the black doesn't left with much play over here.
much play on the board. Yes. Again, you can try something like this, but Rook H5 is on the door.
I think if it's happening, like they will prefer a repetition.
Maybe.
They will go on a king G7, like if the queen comes on H4.
Yes, they got their
Okay,
last
but
rook into the battle, but also weakens up the f2 here if you pay attention. So the A rook was
yeah,
actually meant to come on E1, maybe instead of F rook. I
the
mean, it
only
is
the only way is to like get on F2, then after get on B2, get the another rook. But that much time, I don't think white will give.
White will give. White is also, looking aggressive right now. If you see the piece placement is quite aggressive here. White will
Yeah.
certainly look for more checks if the rooks are not going to be around the king. But again, the double pawns might be bringing a bit of help for the black king, I guess.
Yeah, right now it's bringing up a help, but as soon as like the rook goes on f2, then there is a knight check on g5 also.
Yeah, knight g5 is also in the air, and the king has created a loft. After the rook check, maybe they're planning to go to g6. That can be a
By the way,
strategy.
that's a nice move. That's a nice
Yes.
move, like the pawn on g5.
Yes, it doesn't allow the even the rook h4, right, at the
Yeah.
first place. Yeah, I mean, kids are taking time and now playing. I've seen that now Rishil has slowed down and is trying a good show. Now,
Yeah.
I think it's more about the cleanup. Of what I believe is, you know, here white is going to prevail supreme. Maybe we can take on the next request in the meantime, right?
For sure.
Yeah, I'm
I
I'm I'm
think
sure about
white
this. I
will
mean, even though
white will
black has
win
two
this.
rooks, and it's I think it's an early time to make a comment. But given the fact that they have good piece activity and the king safety, I'm believing that white can pull this off.
Yeah,
And
white
for
will
black, I
definitely
think
going to.
black need to now take their time and play to just come up more stronger in such position.
It's fine. Like after the first game, like the black will play little slow for sure. Like they
Sometimes
should go with it.
oh, we have just seen the first 9 minutes and
What?
which has defeated
It's
two kings already.
22 points? What?
No, 2 points, 4 points are in
Oh,
total, and 2 points
okay.
and one has been berserked by the kid. Wow, good. Okay, let's take on the next request for now.
So what's that 22, Raj?
Where? No, it's not 22.
Like
It's
that
2 and 2.
22.
Like the first game, the
Oh,
kid
okay,
won, so he
yeah,
got
that's
two
a win.
points.
I just forgot. Like currently I have like used it a leeches less more in the chess.com.
Yes, yes. I think people are spending more time in the chess.com these days. That's correct. Okay, we are getting a request for Ayan. He's also, really, a good player. I've seen his games in the
And
past as well, like others. So Ayan is
yeah,
playing white against Sanif. They are playing black. They are in the rating bracket of 1500, 1600, if we see. And
I mean, yeah, like
we are witnessing an
this can be
endgame
little
where
competitive, but almost
yes,
almost like the black has got the white.
black has got the white. They're already, if you see a piece up, a couple of pawns up, the only ray of hope
Yeah.
is like the back rank here if we try to figure out
I don't think so that will happen because
happening.
black is putting up the knight on f6 for that only
Maybe there's
reason.
only one way maybe to hold up this. Maybe wait for like rook f1, and if the knight moves at some point, queen f7, and then maybe try some back rank later.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
knight
that can be
doesn't needs to be
possibility.
there. Yeah. I mean, in the long term, okay, I'm not saying, it is just going to take place, but you can always give your try.
I mean, black's next move is for sure rook d2. and building a pressure on G2.
on the G2, correct. On the other hand, if you try to see, even
Like
if
the
black
queen can
moves a
also,
pawn near the king, if black moves a pawn near the king, I think then they are, just ensuring they can never fall for the back rank.
yeah. I mean, during by going with the time, they will for sure gonna move a h7 onto h6, so it will
Yeah, yeah,
completely
one of
save
those
the
pawns.
king.
Okay, even if the knight moves, they're creating sort of a back rank threat here while ensuring that their a3 doesn't falls.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a good idea, by the way, from the white.
On the other hand, black can try to somehow, pin this rook on the first rank to the king, and they can try to force exchange one pair of the rook,
I mean,
remaining pair of the rook
uh, not right now, but yeah, later on they can.
later. After opening the back rank, maybe they can think about it
Yeah, I think black will open the
because
back rank on this move only.
they should
Black
actually.
should.
Yeah. Let us see how this turns further.
Like if you just look out on the clock, both player has taken a like same amount of time, but at some point maybe the white has blundered up maybe a piece,
Yes. We
or
can quickly
maybe
try to
like
go
black
through.
has.
We can quickly try to go through. It's fine. So let's go from the move one itself. So we have a Caro-Can exchange on the board, and then
Yeah,
quite reasonable here. Um, in exchange, I think the one of the main plans is to do a minority attack along the queen side,
yeah,
and a bishop got exchanged. I think a good outpost by the white here. White often looks to play f4, f5 in these kind of setups to open up this.
yeah. In Caro-Can, it's like mostly visible.
Yeah, and black aims to attack on the king side. That's why they get semi-open file and stuff. But yeah, okay. So I think here the material is equal if we see at this point.
Here,
Hmm.
like it's
Here
still
also it is
equal.
equal. Oh,
No, black
okay.
is
I think white was
okay.
completely
White is
outplayed the
dominating
black in
right.
the center. Yeah,
But
white.
wait, white forgot. White forgot the f6 knight.
The f6 knight can simply take here at this point.
But
Correct.
it's also like then after the knight from e5
Yeah,
takes a pawn.
can take on d7. But there was some in
Oh,
between move maybe
oh,
here.
okay,
King
got
capture
it.
c5 and
This double
yeah,
attack.
double attack is there. Then this knight fell, and if you now take my knight, number one, it's defended. Number two, your rook will fall, so you cannot do that. Okay, so I think it's more the game of a tactic, because the position opened up here. I think White
Yeah,
could have, and that's the reason why we see the kids have taken so much of time. When there are open position, there can be a lot of outcomes of that, right?
yeah, sure.
Oh,
Like
the game is
as we
already
have
ended.
seen,
Yeah.
okay, the things have been exchanged.
Yes. So here, Black played a really tricky move. They played queen to b5 to allow rook
Okay,
e8 with the protection of knight and queen. So they found some or the other skewer to allow a trade here, which is again fantastic if we see. And
like
again, the queen can go back and try to hold this. It's not a big of a deal, but trade is certain here. Queen trade was certain, and then
and check. Yeah,
yeah, they
but
have
yeah,
to intermezzo. They
White
have to
didn't
intermezzo.
White didn't play like looking under pressure here. Like after that exchange, like he's quite calculating the moves.
Yes, they have tried very well, but the open positions comes up with a lot of opportunities and a lot of threats together because it's an open
Sure.
position.
I mean,
So
like at 1600 to 17 or 1800, will look more of the Caro-Can because that's the time you need like Italians and all. It works, but those systematical work will be little less. You will gonna see because a Caro-Can opens lots of tactical opportunity. So
correct,
that's why people prefers the Caro-Can in this rating.
true. We are getting a request for Shrivant. Let's try to take their key. Yeah, Karoken is the easiest opening that can be played from black, like how Italian can be played from white against e4, and that's why
Yeah.
it is a lot of more favorable. It comes with a lot of ease. You don't have to spend. And oh, the game has just concluded. Shrivant was
And
playing
it's
white,
51 moves. 51 moves.
51
Okay.
moves. Shrivant
Can
was
be
playing
interesting.
white, and Rishi was playing black. Let's see just what happened during the game. Let's just try to
In
go up it back. All
black
right,
is
let's try
like
to.
not yet that particularly rated.
Yes, yes.
Is the
They
reason.
have this unestablished rating. They might be in the bracket of 900 to 1000, is what I'm assuming.
For sure. Like because of the domination of white we have seen.
Yes, that's correct. So what
Yeah.
just happened? We had the traditional Italian. Generally, the players play move like a6 or a5 to create a loft for the bishop on
Yeah.
a7,
To
b6,
keep the F1 like sorry F2 covered.
f2, correct. They were developing, I think, not of a big deal for both players.
I mean, they have played actually very traditional Italian. Like there is
Traditional
no
Italian.
such like difference they have made in a
I
game.
mean, generally, to Italian, the that Joko piano line goes after d3, c3, d4. But this is like more of the opening principle stuff, but being played very solidly at their level, I guess. Wait, yeah, cool. So offered the trade, they denied the double pawns here, and the knight landed later.
I think blacks like the
Oh,
one of
look at
the
this! Look at this
weakest
trap!
point
Look at
was
look at this trap first.
what?
Look at this trap.
Oh, oh my
Knight
God.
e5. I have landed my knight in your half. What are you going to do with it? So they said, yeah, I'll get rid of your knight. And then the
But
kid got a
it's like
pawn.
fork. I mean, the main reason, like, if you just look, just like from the visionary, the blacks' queen side is little weak. They have moved a pass pawn little further, which give it a white opportunity to go inside.
Yes, I agree with you. I think moving too many pawns in the opening creates weak
Yeah.
squares and weak pawns around those pawns near itself. Generally, moving too many pawns are not recommended unless and
Oh,
until you
what?
don't have the right
What?
plan.
What? That's given a completely entry into the game.
Yeah, yeah, that will come because dark squares are quite weak. Like a7 weakened up the diagonal. There was a color weakness here, if we see, and then the
Yeah.
white got a simple entry, and then they just, I think, never gave a chance for the black to probably come back from there.
Yeah, and that's what white did.
Even the a good try by the black here also, if you see, because black tried opening up the e file
Yeah.
so their battery can create some play along the e file. Okay, I think that's a good game. But again, white was also solid. They also gave some solid responses to the black, and eventually, wow. So as I said,
Yeah.
the kid knows the concept of simplification quite well these days, and
Yes.
once they get the victorious position, they look to just
Just
liquidate and convert it
just
into a.
keep looking for your trades. That's it.
Yes. Or they're creating opportunities when they are not around, like making the battery and then, pinning it down to the king.
Yeah. I mean, overall, if you look, this game is very solid. There
Yes.
is no such like other than that fork, like that was little calculative for
Yes.
those kids. Otherwise, this game is gone very solid from the black
We
perspective
cannot
also.
say like 1100 brackets have played these, right? Because their rating,
Yeah,
seems
for sure.
1000, 1100, but they have played it maybe more than their current strength. And
Around 14 or 1500, I will say.
the
Around
best part you
13
see,
or 1500.
again, the best part you see, they've taken time. I think this is the key factor that other kids might be missing upon, few of them,
Yes.
right?
Like
So I
what
think.
the other kids are thinking right now, that maybe they wants to come on the top, so they wish that I want to complete it faster. I want to complete it faster. In that thing, they are missing out that they are not winning.
Yes, I
So
completely
that's
agree
the
with you.
point they will be forgetting at this point in the rapid.
For what purpose the black took this pawn and gave it? I don't know actually. And then again, if you
Which
see
one?
they captured the pawn upon c6. If you see, and the knight just took
Um,
it back. I don't know why,
oh,
but they might have done it
wow.
during the game. And
That's
later we
that's might be a
see
plus.
the best part I loved about this position. Look at the rook getting trapped here.
Yeah, I mean,
Knight is just
That's
ensuring the rook can never get out, and even the rook might not get captured immediately, but it won't have any mobility either. For example, the
yeah.
king can go. There can be a knight fork, and then knight fork is enough now to take it. Can it?
I mean, push the
Yeah,
king
knight
and
fork and
he just forgot pushing the king. Otherwise, it's like completely done.
yeah. Again,
I mean, they
I
can
think
take
white.
on the knight. Yeah.
It won't be a difficult stuff, I guess. For I think even though there was a checkmate with e8, but doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like you have good army and you can convert it. So smooth execution by white. Black also played very well eventually, as we
Very well.
discussed, right?
Like it's
Yeah.
it's very solid. Like black tried like very solid. I will say
Yes, I
that.
completely agree with you. We are getting a request for Gregory. Let's try to hop out to their game. Okay, so Gregory's playing with the white pieces, taking on fast. They're playing black. Rating difference is almost double if you see one is
Oh
700,
my.
one is 1400.
I
And
mean,
Gregory is already winning.
that's looking unfair for Fez.
But again, if you see, Gregory took a berserk. On the other hand, Faz has taken good amount of time due to the reason maybe he played till the
Hmm.
58th move against someone who has double the rating of them. 60
I
moves.
mean, 60 moves.
Come
That's
on and
fantastic.
look at the time utility of this kid. He has taken ample amount of time. Again, this is a concrete reason why the kids are winning. They're standing taller than others.
I mean, like that's absolutely stunning. Like if you can hold up on the double rating than you for the 60 moves,
He
that's
moves. That's
really you
insane,
have
right?
done
Yeah,
a great work.
true. I mean, at least this kid must not have blundered something as far as I know. They might have ran into tactics. That's a different story.
Yes, for sure.
Probably they
He
might
got
not have
into the
blundered.
tactics.
I'm also having the same thought. Let's quickly just go through their game and try to see what has taken place. And also, Gregory must have played solid. Obviously, even if your rating is double, it doesn't guarantees a victory. You still have to play and you have to convert the game,
Yeah,
right? You have to go on the
for sure.
battlefield and you have to secure the game. So yeah, she must have also done something for herself. Like just look at this.
Hmm.
The 1400 is pointing on the pawn, and Black is ensuring that they do not end up giving a pawn.
I
They
mean,
are not
if you
blundering.
look out,
Yeah.
if you look out, those pawns are getting passed from the king side. It comes like when you know that I'm gonna win this.
Correct. Correct. And another beautiful idea here, even though this creates a backward pawn, but the bishop might get some activity along the long diagonal. So again, Black played good chess, offering a queen trade to just make sure.
What?
Again, yeah, there might be
Oh,
some here
okay,
and there.
okay, okay. That's the loose point. Like the knight works well for the white.
Yes, knight is just
Oh, what?
as I said.
Wait. Why he didn't capture?
Boom.
Like, when the knight takes on f7.
Oh, Rook could have taken it.
Okay, yeah, there is a rook falling again. There is a
The
rook
Rook will
falling again.
fall on d8 here. Rook
Like
captures
I
Rook is
think
going to be.
taking will be much better option in this case. If it's falling, then why not to take?
But knowing those concepts on 700, I
Oh,
fairly
yeah,
doubt.
I
Maybe just not
understand.
blundering is also enough here, I'm going to say. At this level, I don't have much expectations. You can, if you're, having a good time management, you know when to spend more time in your game, not blundering stuff. Maybe you're already doing very well. Maybe with a bit of
Mm,
more practice, both
yeah,
the
for
Fez
sure.
will
Like
improve, and
I
Gregory
can
already showed her
I
game.
can see that when the fetch is going up to the 1,000, he must be defeating a 14, 1,500.
I guess so. See, here the thing is, he's trying to work around the passer again. That surprises me. Okay.
Oh, I mean, very good game by the Gregory also,
Good
like
game.
holding up the
Again, there was a
lead.
good show by both the players. Even Gregory played up to the fair mark. But the thing we need to understand here is taking time has given them the area where they can find better moves on the board and come up with better responses. Both of them, due to which even we are as an audience we are enjoying this game so much, and all of our
Yes,
viewers too. I
for sure,
certainly believe that.
for
And
sure.
then it wrapped up into a ladder meet. Good game by
Like
both the
this
players. Good to
game,
see.
this game will set the benchmark for the
Benchmark,
other
correct.
700 to 800 players.
Truly. I completely agree with you on that page. We are getting a request for Shivansh. Let's try to take their game. Shivansh is playing with the black's
Wow.
pieces
I mean, the
against Action
compact
King. They
game.
are playing white. Yes. Oh, we are in the opening, right? Let's try to see what just happened. What would you prefer on pawn f6, by the way?
On pawn f6, like as a white.
Yes.
I think on pawn f6 as a white, you should like develop more pieces because like f6 is already weak and you can take advantage. But I don't think to go recently starting. Yeah, that tactic is possible for
No,
sure.
so I believe that maybe, whenever I play, I go for knight takes f5, pawn takes, and then I launch the queen h5. The idea goes around if pawn g6, if the pawn blocks the check, I get this fork and I recover the rook immediately.
I
So,
mean, maybe they will also play like king on e7.
playable, but then that opens up more door. Like I'll open up the pawn, I'll try
Yeah,
to
for sure.
create, some skewer sort of
Yeah,
position.
that's a good tactic. Like, if you want to just ping down your opponent in the start, so that's a very good way to start up.
I mean, doable. Generally, it's not recommended to move the f pawn. That's the initial reason. But yeah, doable, quite doable.
I mean, like the kids were at 9:34 and 7:30, so I think that sacrificial thing will come later on, not recent.
Maybe the kid loves the Egypt, I guess, because he has made a pyramid.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So okay, I think they have played fine. Important part is even though Black did something wrong, but they are developing their minor pieces on time and
Hmm.
okay, Queen to B8. I don't know what's the idea behind that.
Oh, why? Okay, like they are just.
Wait, is Black willing to launch a kingside pawn storm?
I think so, but like still, black should have developed the queen that will help much at this point
Yes.
of time, like keeping it in a center.
Black is somehow trying to play on the flanks. If you see, they are having some try. They are trying. They're experimenting some strategy
Okay.
again. They want
Mm-hmm.
to try and see if these things work or not. Even when we were kids, right? Back then,
Yeah,
when we see
sure.
our own childhood, we also tried a lot of different
For
strategies
sure.
and see if they work or not, right?
I mean, I will tell myself, I was the one like I just loved playing on the diagonals rather than keeping the things in a straight.
Yes, I completely agree. I mean, the kid must be creative enough to try these things again. Again, when you try things, there can be two outcomes, as we know. But again, trying
It
itself
works
takes
for
a lot of
sure.
courage. Yeah.
Yes, for
Then
sure.
Black found a skewer here on the queen and the rook, and I think there
Hmm.
was no way to get out of that. So
Yeah, there is no way.
again, there are few things that can be done, but maybe like there's a knight four can that can give you the rook back again if we see.
Oh
Because the
yeah.
king is in the
But
center, it can have its own implications. But they didn't took the rook and they landed the knight on d4. Surprising.
what?
And now if you see, if you
Okay.
take back, there's a
Wow.
direct threat here. Well,
I
well,
mean,
well,
there is
well.
a very good tactics like you can just follow up now with the
Yes.
discover attacks.
Correct. So here the thing is, what we generally say, castle quickly. If your king is in the
Yeah.
center, maybe you could try different strategies, but just doing your castle also can be, effective in such positions,
I
and then
mean,
maybe you can try
must
different
be at
ideas.
must be at a level where the kids are. For sure, they should go for a castle. Like nowadays, what happens? If you look out like recent games like of the higher level, so they don't
Yes,
castle quickly, but they keep the center close. That's the thing the kids
true.
should notice. Like when I was the kid, I was doing those things that I look at those games. Okay, they are not doing. I'm not gonna do. But wait, we need to understand the concept. Do not let the center open until you don't castle.
Yes, if you know how to keep those pawns closed in the center, if you know how to not allow the pawn exchanges, if
Yes.
there are not going to be any center breaks, yes, the king can stay in the center. But again, if you say, the top players, as you stated in 2026, they know all those concepts, how the pawn structure works and those stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I think the kid needs
I
to spend
mean,
a bit more time and they can try. Let us give an overview of the leaderboard to our viewers. On the 10th position, we have Abhinav right now with 6 points. Okay, it has changed. Now we have Advait with 6 points. Then we have Sanvi on the ninth position with 6 points. We have Levinesh on the eighth position with 6 points. We have Pranav on the seventh position with 6 points. Then we have Dipti on the sixth position with 8 points. Can you take on the top five now?
Oh, top five. Yeah,
Yeah.
like let's go with Kaival. Kaival, yeah.
Yes. So Cavalier is on the fifth position with 8 points.
I mean,
Puneet is
he's
on
if
the
he
fourth
wins one
position
more,
with,
if he wins one more, like Kaival at this point, he can just directly
yes,
jump.
on the second position maybe, because he'll get four more, right? Or
Yeah,
first. We never know.
I mean,
Yeah.
Arush is not playing right now.
Arush
Yes.
is, yep. Yeah, Arush has taken a pause for, but he has resumed again if we see. Then we have Puneet on the fourth position with 9 points. Arav on the third position. Again, you see, Cavalier hasn't lost a single game till now. Playing slowly,
Yeah,
but
that's
every
why
time
I'm
he
saying.
scores a victory. Yes. And then what about, also, Puneet has lost one of his games if you see right
I
now.
mean, there is one draw in the top five. Arav.
Yes. Arav has got a draw. He has
That
not
can be
lost.
interesting if we have a time to watch out. That first
Sure.
game.
Sure. The draw game? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
sure. Let's go for it. Why not? So here, Arav is playing with white and Gregory was playing black. Again, both have the difference of only 19 points.
yeah.
And as you said, the
Quite
Karokan is a
competitive game.
way to go.
Yeah.
Yes. We had the exchange on the board and typical exchange. So
And
generally,
like from this game, for sure, like the kid should know that how the stabilized Karokan will gonna play.
that they should know actually if Gregory is playing here, the main idea revolves around the fact that knight c6 has to be played first, and we have to delay this. Then the bishop comes and pins this knight potentially, then pawn e6. Once the queen guards the knight, then the knight comes around, I guess. Or when the pawn is ready to move. If you move it right away, it will be more of a French, right?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
when we look at like the French got very famous like during I think 2024 like when Ding Liren played it against Gukesh.
Yes, when that world championship was going
Yeah,
on and
in that
they
World
played
Championship.
repetitive
Like
games
it
with
was
French.
like at those point of time, like whenever I was playing a game, I look at a French. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think those guys made it popular. Especially, I remember that game one between the Ding and the Kukesh.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the game like for sure, like the Ding Liren won that with the last pawn on a file.
A
That
file,
game
yeah.
went very popular.
Yes. So one thing you observe here that both kids have got double pawns. So it is going to be a
Yeah.
good game to actually watch out for, especially for the learning purpose for the students, because
I
this will
mean,
also teach them
White can create a very good loft here by placing the king on d2 and then after bringing rooks on b
rook
file.
on B file. Yes, that's correct. Well, what are the advantages of a double pawn? Can you
I
help
mean,
our kids?
you got a direct open file to attack your opponent. If you have a rooks, for sure, go for it. In the end game, not in the start.
Correct. So yeah, whenever there is, every coin has two sides. If there is something bad, then there is also going to be something good about it. That's correct. So open files is the one.
Oh,
And white
what
is
about
marching with the king, which is surprising. Again, the black might be looking to land the knight on c4, I guess, here
I mean,
on the outpost. And
like I'm
okay,
surprised that white still managed it.
yes, quite
I
surprising.
mean,
I want to understand what strategy was Arav trying to execute here. Okay, getting the rid of knight is a good choice. And now the pawn structure is more collapsed for the black by
hmm,
this point. If you see, there are only a handful of pawns which are doing good. Even though the pawn in
yeah.
a triangle can work when they are doubled, but let's see what has happened later.
Oh, I think very good defense here, like from the both side.
both sides. They because they're again their rating is again stating that they are having the same caliber. So yeah,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
this they entered into a king pawn endgame where both
yeah,
had five pawns if you see, but the black's strength you say or the weakness they have a passer along the a5. So
they
that
have a
sort
passer.
of that this binds their king into the golden square rule, the square rule if you
Yeah,
know. But the black king also needs to be around, so we need to see how they have like managed to convert. On the other hand, maybe the black just wants to move this pawn here and try to get a passer.
I
So
think
we will
I
try
will
for
say
e4 here.
black had a quite good advantage here.
Yeah,
I
truly,
mean,
truly.
what's the mistake they have done? I just want to see that.
Okay, here I think f
Oh,
takes, is
that's a
that a
mistake.
move?
That's a mistake.
F
That's a
takes
mistake.
instead. What if you push with
Yeah,
e4 here?
e4. Yeah, that's the perfect move. Like your another pawn is
Okay.
marching down.
You can even take if you want, and it okay. No, if that happens, then I think white will. Oh, black will be the first one to promote, right?
Yeah, black will be the first.
Yes, and then if you promote, I'm going to take your queen. Okay, they could have done it. Maybe here, this the idea of
Yeah, that's
creating
a
this
mistake.
passer was needed. Okay,
That's the
and then
mistake.
I think
Wait, the black,
black is marching,
like
but it's
on
not.
the H file, like if on A file or H file, when there is a single pawn, it's very hard to promote until the opponent does a mistake, because they will just follow the opposition rule there, and that's it. You are done.
And they agreed for a draw, but was this position really meant for draw? Yes. But a few moves back, I believe that
Black can win that. Black can
black
win that.
was winning it. That one move has costed them everything, I guess. I think
Yes.
yeah, e4 was fair enough to complete the game there. Okay, good game by both the players, and it was really worth watching that game,
I mean,
obviously.
it happens. Like sometimes, like he must be have played first game, like Gregory and Arrow both, or like the
Yes.
Gregory second.
Currently, if you see, let's check if we are getting some request for Fest. We have covered already for Ayan. Puneet, I think we can feature their game quickly. Yeah. So Puneet is not paired against someone, but we can feature their most recent game. Puneet was playing white, taking on Arab. They were playing black, and there's a difference of around 400 points here if we see.
Yeah.
Okay, white started with e3, quite a
Oh,
mysterious move. I mean, see,
I
I'm
mean,
not saying
white.
it is wrong. It can turn into a Cole or even a Stonewall. You never know. But let's see
I
what
mean,
came up on the road.
white might be thinking I wanna play a French with white.
Possibility, quite a possibility.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. That's a nice
I
attack.
don't
Like,
know if I'm a big fan of d5 here because, I mean, yeah, d5 can be played actually. There's nothing wrong. Two pawn center is obviously. And black understood the position well. When the opponent wasn't fighting for the center
yeah,
here, they took the complete control of the center with two pawns. I think this is a good start for the for the black here, and the white strike the
for
center
sure.
with c4. Okay, this is something
Like,
new. See, because
which type
white's
of
trying some
like
different
Sicilian?
strategy.
It's a combination of Sicilian and French.
English? I don't know. This looks quite different. I mean, playable, but now the point of area of concern is G2 for the white here. But they managed to
I
trade,
think
and now G2 is still hanging. So if you try to chase this queen around, queen
that's
captures
wrong.
G2, and you can quickly run into some quick trouble. Even though there is queen to F3, which can stop the attack and create a counter attack on C6. Let's see how
I
that
mean,
went.
if oh, okay, yeah, that's
They
like
found the best
counter attack.
defense again. Yeah. Counter attack, no, it's like the X-ray defense, you can say. If you take my rook, I am going to take your queen
Yeah,
later.
queen
And then
also,
counter
and
attack
like
on the other
if you
hand.
move, if you move away the queen on G6, then it's a
Then
counter attack.
B7 is certain, yeah. Queen takes
Yeah,
B7, as you said. Yeah, it's sort of a counter attack X-ray defense together.
yes.
Again, white was the one who managed to get a double pawns in the black camp, even though black has
Oh,
a good rating here. But again,
I mean, on
opposite
what?
castles after that.
Why this castle?
I don't know. I mean, what I'm wondering right now is the fact that here,
I think
Oh,
okay. I just want to say one thing here.
the dark square
See,
bishop
doing
is a concern for white.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's also a concern. But Black has done that castle just for thinking that I wanna bring the attack from the king side onto the white king. But the Black just missed it that if you want to bring the attack from that side, your pawn should be passed before till now.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. I mean, pawns would have moved already, but again, without the queen, I don't know how much effective a pawn storm actually going to be. When you're storming down the pawns, the ideal deal is to open up the opponent's castle by exchanging to the cover, which the roof of the opponent's king. But then you need to have like a queen or something to at least back your attack fully. Without a queen, I don't know how much good
For
of the
sure.
strategy that is going to be.
I mean, playing without the queen and like relying on the pawn, which affects a lot when you are not finding those tactical version.
Yes, quite true. Here, again, obviously
But
black managed to win a extra pawn here,
but
but
why?
later,
Like, okay,
okay,
I
so what
mean,
else are they going to do? They are attacking here twice on d2, so they
yeah,
decided to
yeah,
capture. And
understandable.
white said, okay, I want to give my bad bishop for your good one because you can maybe create more threats
For
on my
sure.
weak pawns. So, but every trade is going to favor. Okay, I mean, if you look at the
See,
pawn
I
structure
think
again, it's quite complicated.
Black's castle like quite predictable. Maybe they have thought that the bishop was closed if like till now as from the white side, so
White's
that
bishop was quite, yeah, it was inactive. True.
so like do not give them that bishop, that can be much better for the black at that point of time.
Like here.
Oh yeah,
But then
I mean
my question
they
is, how do you bring the a1 rook into the game later?
even rook you can just bring, like I'm telling about from the perspective of a black, like
Uh-huh.
giving up that bishop is bad because the reason is they should have moved their bishop on a5, then after on settle down on b6. That can
That
be a
can
very good
be,
area.
yeah, that can be a deal. Not only your bishop can act as a defender, but you then point on this long-term weakness of white, which is e3. This pawn
And
moved at any
also
point, they can build some
yeah,
pressure here.
also it just gives like very good defense over that
Correct,
side.
correct, correct.
So
But
for
is the
that
defense
perspective I'm
required?
saying
Is the
yeah.
defense required? Because even white doesn't have a queen either.
Yeah, the defense is not required, but like we don't know that when those rooks gonna march up on seventh rank. So
Yes,
for that
that's true.
reason, it's required.
That's true. I got your point, but here I think black was the one who got the rooks on the second rank. So they are
Yeah,
the only one who I think who did it before. Yeah, but your point is correct. If the bishop is on b6, not only it can act as one of the good attackers on the white king, but it can look after the seventh rank threats that might come later by the white team. You're correct. And then the game just
like
continues. You see, like even white tried some good shots here. One way could be if the
I'm
white can somehow get a rook here. They wait, no, it won't be a checkmate
I'm
actually.
just wondering. I'm just wondering that where the white lost some moves because the black's king was totally in an open position. White should have pushed up on a4 and b4 like
Hmm, correct, correct. Maybe there were opposite castles, so that's how the game shaped later. In opposite castles, again, at their current rating, they might not be knowing the right plans, and that can create some problems again. So again,
yeah.
it's about experience. As they play more games, they'll understand how the pawn
For
structure works, what strategies has to be used, which one works, which one doesn't. That slowly comes with
sure.
experience, right? So maybe that I think
Yeah, that
experience is
that
something that
comes with
costs.
experience, and even after analyzing this game, maybe the white
Yes,
will understand that.
true, true. And
So
black was the one who prevailed
that's
supreme, and a solid game by the black here as well.
like I thought. I will say Frank that I thought white will gonna turn that game from there, but Arrow has managed a good attack over that time.
Truly, truly, I certainly believe. And here we are into the last 15 minutes. Arav hasn't lost a single game yet. He's taking on Anag right now, and Okay, we have a few more players coming in the top 10 right now. Let's try to take a random game from, let's say, we have 54 participants today. The number is good again. Also, we
Wow.
understand one more thing. It's the month of March, and especially in India, I think the kids must be going through a lot of exams, right?
Yes, yes. I
So maybe
mean,
because of that, the number might get a bit hampered, but
you
I'm
will,
very sure by the next week they are going to come back.
yeah, like in the week of like around half of the March, the exams gonna get completed, and 14th
Yes,
we gonna see more people around like around 20 in the 20th week. I
true,
mean the
true.
date around the 20th week.
20th March, yeah. So as we go in the third week of March, obviously we'll see a good participation coming. Again, this is not bad either, but given the fact exams are going on still and we have 55 kids, I
Still,
think that's a commendable number, yeah.
I mean for sure, like the kids are still showing that I'm just gonna play it no matter what.
Truly, truly, truly. Okay, can you pick a random username that we might not have featured till now?
I think
Sure,
Advik
let's
or
go for.
Starfish, anyone.
I think Starfish though he's 1900. I think they have joined the tournament a bit late, but I'm very sure he's going to be somewhere in the top 20 or top 10, I guess, by the time this ends. Because repeatedly this kid has shown in top 10 all the
Oh,
time. I've seen that in past tournaments. So currently Advik is playing white, Vihan is playing black, and wow.
mm, I mean, like the black had the pieces, but the white
What
had the
about the piece
position.
activity? Yeah. They have pieces, but white is having piece activity, obviously. And I am quite surprised to see three pieces of white in the H file. That
Yeah,
surprises me. Quite.
and you can just look out on the another side of diagonal. There is three pieces.
Ah, yes, true. True, true,
I
true.
mean, how they are maintaining that connects connections with the
Now
pieces.
there's a pin or the skewer, maybe a pin.
I mean, it can be
No, it's
saved
not the
by
pin
like
actually. The knight can simply move, and this knight is protecting though. But yeah,
yeah.
sort of. Yeah.
I think knight e3 is much better move, like fixing all the things over there.
Correct, correct. Knight e3 can be a good weapon in such
No,
positions.
but there is a bishop. There is a bishop. There is a bishop
Bishop
on a
is
diagonal
there.
of h6.
Oh, then bishop captures, knight captures, and the
Yeah,
bishop falls on b2 after
yeah.
removing the
So
defender.
it's
Yeah.
a perfect move. B3, B4 is a perfect move.
So what do we call such kind of piece? Imagine if by chance if black would have played knight to e3, what are you going to call the c4 knight?
What I'm like the c4 knight. I think they should have taken up. There is no other option like for that, or maybe like they can play bishop, but because of not having other pieces active, we can't rely on any other thing.
No, so my
So
point
for
is if the
sure.
knight goes on e3, this will be called as an overloaded knight because he's looking after this
Oh
guy and
yeah.
that guy
Okay.
simultaneously.
So you are discussing about the tactics. I was just thinking that
Yeah.
you are saying that what can be the next move.
No, no, no. I was saying what are we going to call this knight as if this knight came here and
Yeah.
he's doing like a lot of jobs together.
Overloaded.
It's
For sure. It's
yeah,
overloading.
overloaded. Overloading, yeah. Okay. I think black is marching with the queen, king, quite bold actually in the middle
I
game,
mean,
and
having this
black
much
doesn't
of
pass her
pieces.
either. I mean, if they are marching with the king, I would also appreciate if they can bring the other remaining two guys. I mean,
Yeah.
they must be feeling alone,
I
right?
don't know
That
why they are
the
not bringing.
the is my own king punishing me? Why that king has not involved us guys into the battle till now? Okay, I think white is trying to take some advantage of that factor because they have now pinned the bishop on rook. The only way is to go pawn b, pawn b6, bishop b7 to break that pin.
Black, black was not in a bad position, like I will say. Like
Mhm.
right now, before it was. Before it was. Right now,
Yes,
it's not in a bad position.
yes. Slowly they are, hindering the activity of the rook. It cannot go on the left side,
Okay,
and
I just want to comment that if you have look out after the queen falls, the kids are getting the king in the game.
oh, you
Oh,
mean,
that's
do you believe the royal march works this way?
maybe.
Okay, there's idea of pawn to f5, which can create a silent threat along the h8 rook with a discovery.
Yeah,
But then again,
discover
the
attack.
royal march, I don't know how effective that is. I mean, marching down your king right away, it can have its own implications if we see. The game has moved a
Kid
bit
must
ahead if
have
we, yeah.
kid
The
must
knight
have
got
seen the
attacked.
way.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
knight got attacked, and some few moves are played again. But I think black is still feeling comfortable here.
I mean, that's absolutely stunning, and Black should have opened up. I think the game can convert on his side.
On the other hand, if black somehow manages to get their bishop down the way, then white bishop can get pinned there. Even though they can break the pin, obviously after bishop g7, there are again ways, but you never know. Okay, what is going good? What is a good thing you will observe in this game from both kids?
Like I have observed the one thing from the Black side. I'm saying Black is not playing it in a defensive way.
Oh, black is not playing in a defensive way. Also, white found a beautiful tactic. The bishop was played on b4, and white said, "I'm pinning your pawn on e3 to the king." So that means the pawn cannot move out of the way of my rook, and that means the knight is unprotected, and I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Beautiful execution of the tactic. But on the other hand, what else we realize is both kids are taking their time. Even though last 8 minutes are remaining in the overall clock of the tournament, they are still taking time. I think this is something that they have done good for both of themselves. They are
Yeah.
looking to play some
For sure.
solid chess here.
Like
I think
I
taking
will say
time is
more the time
yes.
we spend like in the game, so it's rapid. So you can spend like on one very good move about 2 3 minutes. It's not bad.
Correct. And another discovery coming down the road. So the dark square bishop took the pawn on e3, giving
Oh
itself to
wow.
this pawn. But this was a discovery in itself. And they took, and white moved this pawn for some reason. Black gave the king attack, and black gave a discovery. And they said, okay, now you are attacking my rook. So let my one of the rooks take your bishop at this point. What a crazy game. I loved watching
I
this
mean,
game.
lots of discover attacks. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
and
at least 7 or 8 times they have created the discover attack in this game.
yeah, I mean, and white is again tactically really sharp, and black also showed good tactics. But again, for how long are they not going to get this bishop and rook into the game? I think that will tell us a lot about the story. On the other hand, black is using their pawns effectively, like trying to use the passers, and again,
Yeah,
they're relying more on the
creating.
pawns, or maybe that's a bit of problem. But white is also using the passer. This is getting intense. I don't want to leave
Oh
this
my
game no
god!
matter what.
Like the bringing the queen after this.
Yeah, they both are like trying very well, okay? And now the rook will take, obviously. But I
Uh,
think white is now going to win because they have intense pressure along this bishop. And I think
yes.
then white will just end up winning
Uh,
this.
and now I think without giving on that, white can also start attacking with the queen on king.
No, white is
That's
making sure the passer shouldn't move, and they're using their knight. Again, knight is one of the best blockades to stop the passers, right?
yes.
And I think white has proven that thing as well. On the other hand, black saving the bishop and countering on the rook. Rook countering it back. Maybe bishop f7 can be seen later, or yeah,
This game is like played on a total creativity. I mean,
creativity. And again, at least they're
no,
trying, they're taking time,
yeah,
they're optimistic about their play. So yeah, I think these tells a lot about their mindset as well.
yes. I mean, they may have like stick on the start, like on the solid opening, but like in the middle game, you have seen like it's total creativity. There is
Yes.
no such a solid defense. They are just like, um, it is like the mindset. If I'm lose, I don't care.
Yeah. On the other hand, if you see, I've seen kids when their opponent get a queen, they simply resign. But black is still playing with
Yeah,
optimism here because they countered on the rook as you saw. They saved the bishop. They're trying to get their pawns up. See, still they're countering. So this shows a lot about their mindset as well. That their coach
yes,
must have shaped them really well. The support of their parents, everything I think
for
comes
sure,
comes in the picture here. Yeah.
for sure. Like,
Again, the white will win obviously here, but I think black has also given a tough show. Obviously.
I mean, after that king march, for sure, it's a tough
Yes.
fight.
Tough fight, yes. I mean, they're still not ready to give up. Look at the spin and like they're fighting. I think that is more important than anything. All right, let's stay in the leaderboard now. I think white is going to win this. So Arav is still, Arand hasn't lost a single game yet. It's taking on Akansh. Akansh has again got the same points, and the one who wins probably is going to be the winner of the
Winner.
tournament. So let's feature their game
Yes.
now. Yes. So
This is the decider.
decider actually, yes. So Arav is playing white. Akansh is playing black. There's a minute rating difference of around 60-65 points. And by this point,
White.
even though they have same material, but black is having a bit more pawns, as we can see some passers. Is this going to
White.
be a game where Arav is finally going to get his first loss? And at the very wrong time, because the leaderboard itself can now change.
I think
Oh my.
like from the both side, I think the Black King is very much protected.
Oh, wait.
And
There's a skewer down the road.
oh
It's
my
over
God,
already. I think
that's
Akansh securing this win
no, no.
for
There
himself.
is a knight.
Oh,
There is a
nine.
knight. There is a knight.
But
There is a
still,
knight.
if the pieces will get exchanged and black is having enough passes to still convert
Yeah,
this, I guess.
it's win by
Still,
Akansh. It's win. It's win by Akansh.
yeah, I think looking like, but again, you need to be highly accurate in minor pieces and game, right?
Sure.
It's
In
knight
front of the
versus
knight,
bishop.
you should always. You never know the fork comes.
Yeah, that's correct. But yeah, I think black knows the deal, looking to create a passer, I guess, quickly. Even though they have
Uh,
already had one.
the bishop can help. Like just put it in a center, like on a good diagonal. Like
Can
they
be
should bring the
effective.
king. Bring the king
Yeah,
in the game.
general idea in such kind of positions revolve around centralizing the king, centralizing the minor piece, and then playing on the side where you are winning.
Yeah.
But white isn't winning, so they need to also look after the passer, the golden square rule, and everything. Here they need to keep their king along this box.
And black will manage it, I think.
Yeah.
Because a
Again,
knight will stop how many pawns? Knight can stop to one or two pawns,
knight
not
is
like
good at blockading pawns actually, like maybe pawn g3 here. Again, the black is going to try their best, but pawn g3 can be a way to not allow the pawn to gain a tempo on your knight. Okay, I
okay,
think
finally
they're trying to
the
get their
king is
kings into
coming
the
into
game.
the game.
Truly.
Now there is very less chances for the white to convert
Yes.
this.
Yes, because again, opponent has 5 pawns, you just have 2 pawns.
Two pawns, yeah. I
And
mean, how
again,
much?
what another thing we see, the kids have taken enough time, especially for this game. Even
Yes,
Akansh
I mean,
Berserk, can he manage to, yeah, and
what?
Arav took full time,
It's
still
Berserk
Arav,
Fire.
yeah, it's a Berserk. I mean, wow,
I mean,
wow,
that's
amazing
absolutely
game.
fantastic game. If it
Yes,
like this is a Berserk, oh my God.
Arav is already going through a very solid, solid play throughout this tournament, if we see, and still,
Yeah.
he's berserking, and then he's managing to get a victory, especially, but only 1 minute and 30 seconds are left.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
oh my goodness.
I am for sure. Like if we can watch out from the start, this game is like immense to learn.
Yes. But even from this position, also, it's worth watching because this is going to
Yes,
decide
for
the
sure.
top two of this whole tournament.
It's check should be next.
Correct. Again,
Okay, pushing
white is also
c4.
trying to hold some or the other way. But I
Black
think
has
now it's a time where the black is going to play f4, pawn takes, pawn takes. Again, black will have connected
now
passers.
black
It's going to be
is
difficult.
not that much stoppable.
Yes. Again, there will be the concept of Zugzwang coming in and absolute stunner actually. Yeah, as I said, f4 will come, takes. And then the king has to leave, and bishop is not going to allow the king to stay in the line of pawns. Maybe king
Yes.
f2 can be a way to just hold on for a bit longer, but maybe not enough. 30
But
seconds
after
are
this,
left.
oh,
Oh
this
my
time
god.
pressure will. This
Yes,
time
this time
pressure.
pressure is going to say a lot about this game, I guess.
I mean, just take on the pawn. That's the only option for the arrow over
Yeah.
this time.
Anyways, they will end up losing, even though they can have ideas like king f2 here, allowed to take, takes back, and then the king will take on the corridor. It will come from the corridor, taking the key square slowly, steadily. Again, I think the
I mean,
tournament is
like the
concluded. Let
points
us.
are getting calculated. Wait, Arav,
Yeah, it's
I
already
mean,
done.
he played a very sharp here, but
But in
he's
all,
holding up the game.
I mean, look who has came at the top. Okay,
Satvik,
let's announce the yes. Let's announce the top 10. So on the 10th position we have Abhinav with 13 points. On the ninth position we have Livanish with 13 points. On the eighth position we have Cavalier with 16 points, but completely undefeated throughout this tournament. He just got a few draws here and there, but he didn't give up on any of the games. So his win rate is around 83%, absolutely stunner. Then we have Sankeet on the seventh position with 18 points, last couple of games lost. Arush on the sixth position with 18 points. I think this kid also have good win rate here of 71%. Then we have Sanvi on the fifth position with 19 points. We have Ani on the fourth position with 19 points. Then we have Akansh on the third position. What a beautiful game by this kid. Uh,
yes,
with the win rate of 75%. Then we have Arav, technically, undefeated for this tournament because the game did not ended in the time, and
yeah,
he has the win rate of 86%. But then we have all of the sudden Arthvik
Satvik.
stepping in as a champion with the win rate of 75% out of nowhere and getting the first position.
So
So we
that's
had,
amazing play.
yes, that's, I mean, from where did he came in? It's quite surprising. I think he was not even
I
there in the top
He
10
was
when we
in the
announced.
top five. No, I don't think he was in the top five.
Yeah, not even in the top 10 as far as I remember. And especially
Maybe.
when the halfway through we announced the top 10 and he was not there. I remember that pretty well.
Oh,
Okay.
it means this was the kid I'm talking about. Like after 30 minutes, the real game
Yes,
starts.
truly. And this kid, berserked in his, in last few of
Yeah,
his games
each
to,
and
get
every.
there. Yeah,
I
four
mean,
games
if
got
you look
berserked
out,
out of the eight.
each and every game is berserked,
Yes, yes, that's correct.
except that
So,
2.1.
2.1, yeah. So that I think he was taking on a 1900, so decided not to do it.
Yeah,
But then he again
that's a
managed to
quite
win
smart
there.
decision. That's a
Smart decision again,
very
yeah.
smart decision.
So again, we had 55 participants. We congratulate to all the winners and all the participants who tuned in today. I know, we wish you the best for your exams who are currently going through. And yeah, thank you so much, Coach Dhruv, for your expertise. Thank you so much to all the coaches for shaping your kids this way, to the CB team who makes this event come true every week. Uh, yeah, Coach Dhruv, the stage is yours if you want to say a couple of words.
I mean, thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Like the streaming with you is always my like a very good thing. Like I have done like till now in this week. I mean, I will say in this month. And
Truly.
obviously, like the kids, they have played like really well played. Like the Arthvik, the champion, like it's from the nowhere. It's absolutely
Yeah.
stunner.
Yeah.
And keep
He has
playing
showed up.
and just keep learning. I mean, it helps you in a building up. It helps you in sharpening your mind. So just look at the games and those who was not in the top 10, try hard, try learning the next time. Watch the top 10 games. That can be very good learning for them.
Maybe just even going through this stream might be enough for them, like to learn a lot of things, right?
Yeah, for sure, for
That's what
sure.
I'm
Like
believing.
there, you will find out like almost every tactics we have discussed about overloading, discover attack. We have discussed about double attack, and then the sacrifice, like in the start, which you have discussed from the app six. So that
Yes,
can be a quite good summary over there if you guys watch it from
truly.
the stream.
Yes. Viewers, if you liked our work, please like the stream. Right swipe after the stream and hype the video if you're getting that option. It helps us to, reach to more viewers and spread the knowledge, obviously. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll meet in the next week with more fun. I think we have an event coming in the next week on the Sunday. So we request all the viewers to tune in on the next Sunday for a stream, and there's a big surprise for all of you.
Yeah.
That's it for today. Thank you so much. Take care till then. Bye and have an amazing time.
Okay. Bye.